Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for a brand new video on WRC 9. It's time for episode number 10 of the WRC 9 career, and as you can see, we're ready for yet another gravel rally. But before that, we're going to be doing some maintenance events, sort out the crew, and probably a manufacturer tryout. I guess we're going to have a manufacturer tryout on this step 2. It's been quite a while since we've last done one, and I feel like we need to get our reputation up for the next season, which is probably going to be a season in the WRC. But so far, if you haven't checked out the last 2 episodes, it's been 2 rallies, let's just call them, in the WRC 2 season so far, and they've been quite good, let's just say. So I'm not going to spoil it for you, at least for now. But go and check out the last 2 episodes if you want to catch up to pretty much the progress that we've been making here on WRC 2. But now you're here, please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the content, throw a like on this video and ring that bell to get notifications for any of my latest videos, and also to see mistakes such as this. Hopefully we're not going to be making any of these mistakes on the real rally, and we can only do them on the maintenance thing. But probably this mistake is going to cost us the 100% successfully completion on the maintenance event, and it's just about going to be... We're going to make it to the yellow spot for sure, and we've made it, as you can see. But we're not going to be able to finish this whole event, this whole stage, let's just call it. And with only 2 seconds to go, I really want to see how the condition of the car is going to be after this one. It's going to be 93%. That's very good. Also going to be getting 1 resource point, and the condition of the car is maxed out. So that's the perfect maintenance event, let's just say. I'm going to be resting, and there you have it, yet another manufacturer tryout with the Ford Fiesta. So this time it's actually not with the M Sport team, which is a little bit disappointing considering I'm doing quite well in the season so far. It's with the Patelli team that has a very weird name. I'm not even going to comment on that. It sounded like flipping, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. It's probably a bag or something, I don't even know, guys. But away we go on the stage around New Zealand. I'm going to spawn already from the first corner there. And that helicopter looks like it's about to crash there. What the actual heck is going on? But so far so good. Just entering yet again another WRC car, the Ford Fiesta. I bet we're going to be driving for Ford next season, unless we get a better contact from another team. But hopefully we can drive for M Sport. I really want to drive for M Sport on my first season. I don't want to drive for Patelli's team. I really want to drive for the M Sport team, but we'll see about that. We've still got a lot of time. I still want to win this WRC2 championship. Remember that I said it a few episodes ago when we were doing very badly on WRC3. I said I'm going to win the WRC2 championship, and we're looking very likely to do so, especially if we do well here. We're going to be actually taking the lead of the championship if we win here in Portugal. But as you can see, we went over the yellow spot, and with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go, now with only 15 seconds to go, going through some gates. Very exciting stages, these ones here around New Zealand. Very tough ones in my opinion, but they're very, very good as an addition to the WRC 9 game. And that's this manufacturer tryout done, and it's going to be 96% done. So that's actually almost perfect there. And I guess that is going to max out our reputation with Ford. So a contract must be on the way, but obviously I'm not going to accept it because I want to finish this season. As you can see, Portuguese rally getting ready. We also got that 1 resource point which I'm going to be spending on the meteorologist. I really want to get some more extra information for the weather, especially on gravel and tarmac rallies where the weather focus is very, very important. We got to end 20k in 4 weeks and also perform at least 3 training events in 6 weeks with only 4 remaining. That's fairly tough, but as you can see here, manufacturer challenge, and that pretty much means that if I succeed on this challenge I can drive in the WRC for Ford. But I don't want to do this yet because I want to finish the WRC2 season, and I want to get as much experience as I can on WRC2 so that when we move to WRC I can actually be ready. Because last time round on the WRC8 career mode, what I did was move as fast as I could in the WRC category, and that at the end of the day didn't help us, because at the end of the day I absolutely won 0 championships. I didn't win the WRC3 championship, which was a very easy championship to win. I didn't win the WRC2 championship, which was very easy to win. So I actually could have won those 2 championships, but I didn't, because I always left mid-season to go into the next category. So this time around, purely because I'm not 100% sure that I can win a WRC championship, I'll say just, that's the first time I'm doing this. 10-second penalty, I just jumped the start. That's such a noob thing to do, especially in this game, because literally when the time goes off, you can actually go whenever you want. You're literally not going to get a penalty if you wait for 5 seconds or something. But there you go, a little bit of stress getting that 10-second penalty, so that really rules us out of winning this stage, and it's going to be a huge issue there to have already from the first stage. But this time round, as I was about to say, I'm going to stay on the WRC2 category, trying to win at least 1 championship, get any experience that I can, any experience that is possible to get, and move on to WRC with a championship and a lot of wins, let's just say. So let's see the first sector, 9.5 seconds slower. That's obviously down to the penalty, so theoretically we're 5/10 faster than the competition, so that's a very good first sector. That's a good sign of things to come. Oh, slightly wide there, and that is gonna slow us down quite a lot there. Got a little bit wide through that corner there on the left-hander. A long left-hander there. Shouldn't have been so wide into that corner, but let's see how we're going to do on the second sector. But for the time being, the first sector was quite decent with 5/10 faster there. It's just that I got that 10-second penalty for jumping the start. Let's see the second sector now. I bet everyone remembers this stage. It's 7 seconds now the gap. So we gained around 2.5 seconds there on that sector. And now it's down to 6 seconds on the third sector as we're moving to the fourth one. This stage is actually quite good for the time being. Doing fairly well. Couldn't ask for more. That penalty is obviously messing up with our time, but as long as we have the pace, you know, it's a long rally. There's no reason to be anxious or something. We can still actually win this rally.
Brake for square right, don't cut, 300. Brake into left 5 medium, open 70. Right 5 short, 40. Left 5 short into right 5 and left 4 bumpy over crest. And left 4 short, 30. Right 5, 50 over crest. Into right 3, cut. And left 4 into right 4, tightens 2, medium, small cut.
We gained plenty of time into the penultimate sector, now going through this very slow section onto the final sector. Not a lot of corners remaining, and probably this is the last right-hander there. Fairly fast one to come across the line to set a 3:39.3, and that in my opinion was a very strong time, and it's just about going to be only 3.1 seconds slower than Emilio Fernandez, who's actually got the victory out of this first stage with his score as well. The Polish guy Kajetan Kajetanovic behind us, and also Adrian Fermat, very strong first stage for the Frenchman in the Ford, only 1.6 seconds behind Emilio. So that 10-second penalty really costed us a victory here on this stage, but pace looks good, and as we're moving on to the second stage now, I feel like we can actually rely on our pace, forget about the penalty. The gap is very small, if we're being honest. It's only 3 seconds or something, and a good result around this stage could actually put us into the lead of the rally already from day one, despite that mistake. So let's try and give it our best shot here and trying to get the lead.
Into flat right over crest, 30. Flat left, 150, keep middle over crest, into right 6, 70. Left 6, brake, into left 5, tightens 4, rock out, 30. And right 4, don't cut, 30. Left 5 long, tightens 3, short, narrows. Right 4, don't cut, tightens 3, into left 5, tightens, keep in. And right 4, into flat left, tightens 5, keep in. Right 5, caution, brake, square right over tarmac. And left 6 long, bumpy, into left 3, keep in, opens 50. Right 4, brake, into left 3, tightens 2, over gravel. And right 5, 40. Left 5 brake into right 4 over crest into left 5 short. Flat right and crest and flat right 30. Caution, brake left 3 into right 4 short 30. Right 2 over.
Very strong outing so far. It's been a phenomenal stage. And I wasn't expecting myself to have such a great pace around Portugal. It hasn't been necessarily a good rally for us, especially if you go back to WRC 8. But when we're driving the Hyundai, we actually failed to get a good result there. That's was a little bit of a broken texture there as we move to tarmac. Don't mention that, Kiloton. But yeah, back in WRC 8 we had a huge issue there with the suspension with the Hyundai. They really got badly damaged on day 3, and despite me having the pace, we couldn't actually get the victory. It was a bit of a shame, but this time round 15.5 seconds faster than the competition, and we're going to be ending now the stage with a huge jump. That's a great jump there, just about making it onto the right-hander to be finishing the stage on a very good time there, 3:25.3. And that is going to help us get a nice victory on this stage. 18.7 seconds ahead of Emilio and 19 seconds ahead of Kajetan Kajetanovic, with Adrian Fermat actually falling back on 4th, but still is 3rd overall in the overall standings of the rally. But now we've pretty much got the lead by the end of day 1 with a 15.6 second gap and 20.9 second gap from the Frenchman in the Ford. But as you can see, we're also going to have an almost fully repaired car there. We're going to be fully repairing the suspension and everything else apart from the headlights and the brakes pretty much. The brakes are on 94%, the headlights on 74 or 79, but I still feel like we're not going to need them because the next 2 rallies are pretty much on sunny conditions, as you can see. So no need for headlights, no need to fix them. And away we go for the super special stage. This is the sort of stage of day 2, and then we're moving into the power stage to end this rally. And in my opinion, we've already got a very comfortable lead, so I should probably take it a little bit easy on this stage, trying to not damage the car too much and move on to the power stage to give it everything we got and get those 5 extra points.
Caution, hard brake for acute hairpin left, don't cut, narrows over tarmac 80. Right 3 opens. And right 5 tightens 4, narrows. Into right 4 tightens 3, long, don't cut. Into flat left, don't cut, over. Into left 3 long, don't cut, under bridge. Into left 4 uphill, over gravel, widens 50. Left 3, 100.
The good thing about this stage is the super special stage is that despite showing the green indication, you don't really know how much faster you are than the guy you're driving up against there. I think that's a Volkswagen I'm driving up against then. But you really have no idea how much faster you are because there's no time. There's not really the gap. It doesn't show you the gap on the super special stage, which is fairly nice in my opinion. I would like to not even know the gap on the normal stages, but that would get rid of some of the HUD references, which are very helpful for you guys, especially for this series. You know, a 242.6 at the end of the day, and that's going to be a win for me, as Kajetan actually is up into 2nd. A very good performance as well for Oliver Olsberg. Adrian Fermat dropping down very much there, quite a lot, and that is going to actually give Kajetan the 3rd position that he needed at a 1-2-3 for the Skoda team. So imagine actually finishing on a 1-2-3. Adrian Fermat doesn't look good on day 2, and he's probably going to have to get a very good performance on the final power stage if he wants to get that podium position. For where we go now for the power stage, and what I was talking about was the HUD. I feel like the HUD references, the whole package of the HUD is very helpful for you guys for this series. Like I did the gameplay video previously on around Japan, a very long stage, a 20 kilometer stage. Go check it out if you haven't already. driving the Ford Fiesta WRC, one of my favorite videos that I've ever made on this game. Probably my favorite video I've made on this game, and I will make on this game. There's nothing better I could do on this game rather than that. So please go check it out. I had a little fun recording it, and I feel like it's a fairly nice video discussing about why I feel like WC9 is probably the best rally game at the moment out there that you could get. That's with 2/10 faster there in the first sector. Could be good to get those 5 points, but yeah, on that video, like, I feel like the HUD was a little bit useless, and I just wanted to give you the whole feeling that I get from this game and why it's so immersive. And by removing the HUD, you could get why this game is so immersive, and it really makes you feel like a rally driver. Whereas with the career mode, it's a whole different thing. It's a series, and I want to have the indications for the tire wear and all that. Like, I need the HUD as much as you need it as a viewer, guys. So enough talking, let's just drive a little bit here on the power stage and trying to get those extra 5 points. I really want to see how good my second sector is going to be, because I've been a little bit slow through there, a little bit cautious, but we're still going to be gaining time. A 3.1 second gap, not too much, but could still secure us those extra 5 points that we badly need.
And right too long, don't cut, 50. Right 5 short, bumpy, 30, left 5 long, bumpy. Into flat right and right 3 tightens over crest. Right 4 shorts, don't cut, and left 3 narrows, don't cut. And left 3 medium tightens into caution, right 3 short, opens, medium. And crest into flat right, 60. Left 4 brake, tighten short into right 4 over crest, very long, tighten. Into left 5 over bumps, tightens 3, don't cut, and crest, 40. Caution, hard brake, right 2, short, 40.
I think this rally, as we said, a 10.3 second gap. That's a very good penultimate sector. I'm not going to put a load in the final one. Take it a little bit cautiously and get those extra 5 points, as you may know. But I think this rally is even better than the Mexican one. This rally, it was far more dominant at the end of the day, and I made absolutely no mistakes apart from the jump start on the first stage, which is something that doesn't really happen. Like, it happened, it's a one-time thing. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but so far it's been a very good rally, very consistent, and I feel like my speed overall has been quite good, and we didn't really have a lot of crashes, and I'm very happy to finally get the results that I want to get as we're coming across the line, setting a 332.2, and yet again that's 5 extra points with Kajetanovic actually got second position at the end of the day from Emilio. I'm not really sure. Oliver Osberg actually got 4 points, 2 points out of the power stage, and Johan Bernardo, very strong performance on the power stage, getting those 3 extra points. But Emilio Fernandez, not very good for him. He's only going to make it into second, and he's going to be getting 1 point out of the power stage. So at the end of the day, 3 scorers on the podium, 1, 2, 3, and Adrien Famar nowhere to be seen. He didn't even make it to 4th position. Johan Bernardo is going to be the one taking 3 points out of the power stage and also 4th position. Very good result for the Citroën Frenchman instead of the Ford Frenchman, who just couldn't really stick it together till the end of the rally and couldn't get that podium despite his speed. But as for me, I feel like that's probably one of the best rallies I've had so far, and I remember saying back in the previous episode in Mexico that we're pretty much setting foundations and this is a sign of things to come. You know, I say a lot of things but I don't really believe them, and at the end of the day it seems like I believe them because it happens. We're literally having a phenomenal start to the season. 3 out of 3 rallies, getting the perfect result. Not only just a win, getting the perfect result, an extra 5 points. And obviously now equal to rallies with Osberg, and we have a 16-point gap from Osberg. So a phenomenal result and putting us into the lead of the championship standing. So I'm not going to leave this season because I know for a fact that we can win this championship, and I don't even know how I even said it back when we were driving for Citroën in the WRC3, where we just weren't fast. We just had a lot of bad luck. We couldn't stick the results together, and somehow, you know, I made it. You know, I'm making it at the moment, and we could actually win the championship. But 2 resource points, going to be spending the one on the steering resistance, and the other I'm going to be spending it on top form, actually upgrading the team tree a little bit. This is actually a fairly decent skill to have. It pretty much increases the maximum form that your crew members can have. Going to be paying as always the repair costs, as well we're going to have 72k in the bag for us. But that is going to be it for this episode. A very, very good episode overall. So yeah, that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, ring that bell to get notifications for any of my latest WRC9 videos. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server if you want to have a discussion with me, my friends, my subs, or my admins, or whatever you find on that server. And until the next one, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.